All eyes are on Atlantic City as the Queen of Resorts scrambles to deal with a rapidly approaching liquidity crisis. Here to discuss the city's financial troubles is the Deal's Lisa Allen. Lisa, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Kelsey.
We know an emergency manager has been tapped to look into Atlantic City's finances. What type of liquidity issues is the city facing right now?
So New Jersey brought in an emergency manager to look at the city's finances in January, and he recently said that the situation is much worse than he had anticipated, and the city could have a liquidity crisis as soon as the third quarter of this year. And the city has debt payments due in August, and it's unclear whether it'll be able to put together the funds to make those payments. It has further debt payments in December that are in question. And so the emergency management team is working really hard to restructure obligations out of court and to talk to all of the different stakeholders and conduct negotiations in a really short amount of time. And that has some sources worried that the city might not be able to swing it, that it might have to file for Chapter 9 bankruptcy. But its goal is to deal with all of its issues out of court.
Wow, so it seems like things are really, really dire there. I know that one major issue the city is facing is a dispute about the way taxes are set up for the casinos right now. Do you think that that dispute will continue, or there's a way to kind of resolve things?
That's a very good question, because the tax revenues from casinos are the lifeblood of the municipal finances there. So it's been a big problem for Atlantic City that there are fewer people coming to the casinos. The casinos are bringing in less money. And right now, the taxes are structured as property taxes. So when these casinos reassess their properties every year and find out that the values have declined significantly, they appeal the taxes that they paid to the city, and then the city has to come up with this unexpected money to repay the casinos, and it has actually taken on new debt in order to do this. And there are more tax appeals this year. So the politicians are trying to find a way to fix that problem and make the casinos pay the city in a different way.
Okay, and so I know that there are currently some bills pending in the legislature that could solve some of the city's problems. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, there is an initiative to change the casino tax payments to a payment in lieu of taxes structure, which would bring in less revenue than the city tries to get currently, but it would be stable and it would be predictable in the long run. There's some other bills that are intended to help the city by redirecting money toward debt service. One of them is kind of controversial because it would redirect money away from a fund that helps, market and support Atlantic City and try to bring people in on the tourist side. And, some people think that that money should keep going toward that purpose, but it is needed for debt service. The emergency manager is also trying to convince the state of New Jersey to provide more aid to Atlantic City. And it's unclear how much New Jersey will be able to do because its own budget isn't looking that great. And there are other initiatives such as delaying pension and health payments. So it's a lot of different pieces that are trying to come together in a very short amount of time.
Got it. So that's something that we'll definitely be watching closely as you continue to report on it. Thanks. In New York with The Deal, I'm Kelsey Butler.